Hey everybody, Captain Mike here. Welcome to my flight deck. Today we find ourselves over at San Juan, and we're going to head on over to St. Croix. The aircraft's cold and dark. Again, I'm trying something a little bit different. And I'm not running TJSJ for this go-around. I'm using texture extractor. So I'm going to be getting the graphics direct from the Zibo mod itself. I'm using 3.54.24, which I believe is the latest version that's out. I've got my load data sheet here, which you should see on the right hand side there, and as I zoom in and move around, hopefully it's going to pick that up for you guys as well, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. With that, how about we get started? I'm a little winded already. I'm going to run through my flow checklist. I created this some time ago, and for those of you that may want to follow along with what I'm doing, or if you want to download it so you have it in your own deck, the link's available below, so you're more than welcome. So we've got our load data sheet, and we've got our DC voltmeter to bat. Our power switch, DC is on. Standby power is set to auto. Alternate flaps is off guarded. Fuel pumps are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps, electric 1 and 2 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and 3 green. Our weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in-op. And overheat fire. And I don't have this computer on just yet. Let me boot this one up. This is what I use for my electronic flight bag for the Zibo mod. I didn't start this up. And we're going to start this up so we have ground power. It shows that it's available, but the way I run through my flow checklist, when I start the brake, it goes on a timer and this disconnects. So I set it up where I'm using an air card as well as power. This way I don't run into that problem. I just have to disconnect that on my own. The only real issue I have is with the parking brake. It still just doesn't want to work with better pushback. So we will be pushing back on our own power. What happened to my power here? So the Android's up and running, and I hit on Air Manager. And basically what I'm going to do is ground services, GPU, ASU, and we'll get the doors open. And we'll start this leg. And this sits right here on my left hand side, right next to where the O2 is. You just plug that in. So I've got juice going to it. Okay, we've got ground power now. So we're going to go on ground power. We're going to confirm we've got ground power. And we're going to make sure we're good for unconditioned air. So our left and right packs are set to auto. Isolation valve is open. APU bleed airs are on, and Gen 1 and 2 are on, and APU is off. Come back to AC/DC panel, galley power is on, and we are going to set our IRS. Select this to nav. Emergency exit lights are on. Our air conditioning looks good. We'll just cycle that trim and switch. And we're going to enter our position into the CDU. And we're at TJSJ, and we'll see what the GPS is picking up. Confirm that the coordinates are close, and we've got no erroneous numbers in there, and that looks good. Okay, up next, flaps. Our flaps are up, and they're being shown as up. Let's set our park and brake. Park and brake is set. And our lights. Well, it's daytime, so let's give them the position lights. And that should take care of the originator flight. And if I run through this real quick, DC voltmeter selected, DC battery switch, standby, alternate, fuel, wipers, hydraulics, landing gear, weather radar to test, fire warning, ground power, AC, bleed, electrical panel, galley, IRS, emergency exit lights, air conditioning, CDU, flaps, parking brake, and exterior lights. We are good there. Alright, we're up to pre-flight. Okay, leading edge devices test. Our service interphone is off. Our engine reversers are extinguished. Our EC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is about 14,000. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Our flight data recorder, let's test that. Okay. Mach 1. And 2. And our stall warning. We got 3 green on the landing gear and our PSCU is out. Oxygen flow. We're going to check our oxygen flow here. And we're going to test our lights. Today's the day for the big interview, huh? Austin and Orbix. So what do you think is going to happen today? I don't know if they're going to tell us it's being released at the end of the interview. Would be nice. I think the big news is that Orbix has been working on their scenery for the ground. I just find it a little bit odd that there have been no other third-party vendors included in any of the interviews other than this one that's up and coming. So it would be nice if Orbix had their hand in the ground scenery. They do some amazing work. Okay. Lights panel is good. Okay, flight controls A and B are on guarded, alternate flaps off guarded, spoilers A and B are on guarded, yaw damper is on. VHF nav is normal, IRS nav is normal, FMC is normal, source selector is auto for the displays and the control panel set for normal. And crossfeed check, fuel temp is fine. Fuel pumps are off, electrical panel is good. We would check our maintenance panel, but not going to get anything there. Equipment cooling is normal, emergency exit lights are on. No smoking seatbelt sign is on. Power test. And window heat switches are on, and we'll run over window heat overheat test. We'll let that run. Probe heat switches are off, heat TAT test. This indicator light temp probe should extinguish, but I do not believe Zebo has it modeled. Wing and engine anti-ice are off when needed. Electrical 2-in-1 on the hydraulic pumps are off, and we've got forward and forward entry and forward aft cargo doors that are open. Test, test, test. The flight recorder. Gonna check our pressurization panel, make sure we don't have any erroneous numbers in here. We're at the gate with the doors open, so we shouldn't see anything in here. Temperature in the cabin back there is just fine. Our bleed air panel. Master caution reset, and let's do our overheat test. We should get wing body overheat, air conditioning, and master caution, which we do. Our bleed panel, left and right recircs is set to auto, packs is set to auto, isolation valve is open, APU bleed is off, and engine bleeds are on. Today's flight is at 15,000, and our landing altitude is set. Okay, our lights are off. Position light is on, and first flight of the day we're going to the right igniter. And that should bring us up to ATIS clearance and the programming the flight management computer. So let's tune in ATIS. 125.8.
San Juan Luis Munoz Marin INTL Information Lima. 1300 Zulu weather. Wind 100 at 18 gust 24, visibility 9. Sky conditions 2900 view, 5000 scattered, temperature 31, 2.24. Altimeter 3003. Arriving runway 10, departing runway 08. Advise on initial contact, you have Lima.
Okay, and I just noticed the screen is incorrect here. I have to fix that screen. It's the one that gave me a hard time before. Data, that should be you, that should be you, and that should be correct. Now, you should have systems down here on the bottom. There we go. Okay, that's better. It's the first time I'm running this program, really trying to run it live here. So, going to be a couple of hiccups, I'm sure, here and there. Okay, so ATIS is done. Now we would tune in clearance. And 126.4. And if we were flying online like that, Sim, we would file our flight plan. Wait for it to be approved and whatnot. But we're not flying online, so we're just going to go and continue on. So we're going to move on to ground. Next is 121.9.
42 legs, flight plan off 6 left, 6352 West History.
And in the standby, I'm going to put the tower 132.05.
Speed on 6131, turn left. Lima,
Okay.
and hold short of runway 35. Correct runway 27 right.
Lima, hold short, 27 right. Lima.
Let's come back to... Okay, so 8 is clearance. Now we're going to program the flight management computer. You should have the load data sheet there in your right screen, so you should be able to follow along as we set up the CDU here. Let me just set that for program. Okay, so let's put in our route. TJSJ to T. I believe it's SX. TISX it is. Flight number is 1187. As you can see from right here, here's our flight number, and here's our to and from.
31 cross runway 27 right, continue on Lima, hold short at Sierra.
Cross 27 right, continue Lima, hold short at Sierra.
I do not have a company route in here, so departure. We know that it's runway 8. I know that we're doing
November, cross
2
runway 35 on
to
hotel,
Croix.
and then join the Foxtrot, hold short runway 27 right.
There is no runway 10 and transition Croix. And if we take a look at that,
T-Lot 6131, about how long will you need?
and we can bring that straight on up. Yes, so
T-Lot 6131, roger. Take the left turn on Sierra, hold short of Sierra 1.
Croix back out, and then we head back in. That looks correct. Okay. So that's good. Let's go to, that's not map, let's go back to, okay. Our zero fuel weight is right here, 132.4. Our reserve, if we take a look at our final reserve here, the final reserve is 2.4. Our cost index is 30, and we've got 15,000 feet on the flight level, as we can see right here.
71, spot 12. Switch 5071, ground runway 27 left, taxi at Foxtrot, hold short runway 27 right.
Okay, let's put in our cruise winds. So we're going to look for top of climb, which is right here. This really does move quick, huh?
Say again for, who was that?
6220, we're at spot 13, ramp 1.
Come on.
Go Golf Echo to spot 15.
Trying to get this to zoom in just a little bit so you can actually see it a little bit
Left
better.
turn Golf, left turn Echo, and you can contact ramp.
Golf Echo, back to ramp.
What are you doing? Alright. Maybe you gotta be right-handed. Are you gonna stay now? Thank you. Alright, top of climb. You'll see that the winds are 080 at 19.
Papa 2, short of
080 and the ISO deviation, which is right below it, is minus 19. So we're going to put in minus 19. Well, I've been told I put in a couple of erroneous numbers. One in descent profile, I put in the data for 20,000 feet, not 15. That's been corrected. And I also put in minus 19 for the ISO deviation as opposed to 19. That's also been corrected. So with that said, we're ready for start and push since we're backing out on our own power. So, how about we get going? Okay, our packs are coming off. Anti-collision light is coming on. Make sure we got enough bleed. You have to start, which we do, and we're going to be starting at number 2.
As 124, runway 10 left, taxi to Tango, Kilo, cross runway 21.
Tango, Kilo, cross runway 21,
I might be able to give you the engine data. I can't see if you're seeing it or not, but...
Yeah, 124, ground. You just want us to sit in the left side of that bay, just short 10 left.
Jazz 124, I don't have anybody behind you, so you can just hold short of runway 10 left.
Jazz 124.
TJS 124, verify you do have your transponder on.
I'm using THSI for your screens, not the extractor, so your display should still switch over. You should be seeing the engine display now.
20 Bravo, ready to push with Quebec. 3041, flow ground, pushback's approved, expect runway
I mean, the
10.
program is nice. It's just, it's a heavy hit on performance, and all the features just don't work, so I'll more than likely be going back to ZHSI. Alright, 2's up and running.
Southwest 2191,
And we're going to start
expect
number
at your
1.
discretion, expect runway 10 left. That's type 400. Southwest 2191,
Basically, we're waiting for 21%. We'll be able to end 2 with max motoring. And we're going to introduce fuel.
Ground Alaska 386, we're at Charlie 7, let's pull back, ready to push. Alaska 386, ground pushback's approved, expect runway 10 left. 10 left, ready to push left.
I hold the fuel cutoff lever out
Ground again.
in case I get a hot start. I can just slap that down to the cutoff position.
Contact clearance.
I don't think I've ever experienced a hot start in the Zebo mod, though.
Ground Skywest 369 is Charlie 20 Bravo. Pushback ready to taxi. Ground 369, runway 10 left, taxi Tango, Kilo, cross runway 21. 10 left via Tango, Kilo, cross runway 21.
Don't need you anymore. And let's just have a look real quick.
Ground 2191
Fuel
right
cutoff levers idle to 10, engine generators are on, AC voltmeters Gen 1 and Gen 2 are on 1, probe heat switches are on, engine wing any ice is required, they're off, hydraulic pumps are on, bleed air panel is set, exterior lights, well, we'll put the taxi light on once we get away from the gate. APU is off, master caution recall, flaps are set for takeoff, transponder TA auto, TA and auto, weather radar to auto, and flight control sleep free and clear. And this should give you, see, I don't know if you're going to get the flight controls because I don't think I can switch between that, but we'll see. You should be getting them, hopefully, and now I'm going to take that back so you have normal data. But I really can't tell what you're looking at. Alright, so we're ready to push on out of here. Let me have you, and you.
Yeah, 4050 Roger, company, 5 prior to push. Pick it up close enough for you. Ground Southwest 4493, we're at Alpha 9, ready for push.
The aircraft you see here is from Traffic Global. I wouldn't fly without it. And I'm absolutely glad that Jim is working on X-Plane 12 with Austin and Company.
Ground out 6. Just the ground. You can hear the Fox 2. Let's proceed via Fox front out to Fox 3. Out 60, Roger. Speed as requested. Hold short, runway 3. As requested, hold short, runway 3. Out 60.
Okay. Alright, that's set. Taxi light is on. Let's let them know. Let's just make sure one more time before taxi. That's all done. Master caution reset. Flaps are set for takeoff. That's done. Weather radar, flight controls, and taxi light is on. We're up to before takeoff. And we're looking for runway 8.
Ground Southwest 898 is ready taxi with permission. Yeah. South 898, runway 3, taxi Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 8.
X-Plane 12. Would be nice if it was released today. I don't think that's coming, but that would be nice. I already have my server computer and my visual screens backed up to my NAS drive. just in case. Be ready to go.
4490 cross runway 12, continue
But I'm hoping that we're going to get some really good news, at least from Orbix, that they're working on the ground scenery. I guess we'll know in a little while.
4209 taxi.
Today's the day.
4209 runway 3, taxi via Charlie, Alpha, correction, 5409 runway 3, taxi via Alpha, Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 8, hold short runway 12.
So we're on Taxiway Hotel, and we're going to be back in the right-hand turn.
Via Alpha, Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 8, hold short runway 12 at Charlie.
Southwest 898, cross runway 12, continue to runway 3 via Charlie, Foxtrot. Runway 12, continue.
You may notice on climb out or on landing that I added quite a bit of car traffic to the highways and byways out there. I just didn't think the traffic was sufficient enough. And I went and I checked out by Newark, and the highways that are right around that airport, and the traffic just looked amazing. So now it's about right. I think Laminier was a bit cheap on the traffic. Alright, we're turning on Alpha, and we're going to head on down to runway 8.
Medevac 8108 Bravo, correction, Medevac 810 Bravo Echo, runway 3. Taxi via Golf, Charlie, Foxtrot. Runway 3, Golf, Charlie, Foxtrot, Medevac 810 Bravo Echo.
Ground wind span 1 information via back alley taxi. Would like to request runway 26 at Alpha 6.
Makes that one convenient for operational necessity. We could probably accommodate it with a delay, but there's probably about 4 and 9 to come off of 3, and so you're behind that. And it'd probably be quicker just to go to 3 if you can do that.
We'll take 3, Wingspan 1.
Alright, Wingspan 1, runway 3, taxi via Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 8.
Okay, we got number 1 for departure.
Charlie, Foxtrot, cross runway 8, hold short runway 12, and go runway 1.
Ground up.
Approaching 08.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Yes, sir. Look at here, Foxtrot 3. Like to proceed via Foxtrot down to Foxtrot 7. Optic, roger. Proceed via Foxtrot, Fox 7. Via Foxtrot down to Fox 7. Optic. Wingspan 1, cross runway 12, continue runway 3 via Charlie, Foxtrot.
Cross runway 12, continue runway 3 via Foxtrot.
On runway 08.
Alright, 40%. Let him stabilize.
Alpha 2679, pushing 8 Alpha 11.
Thrust is set. Airspeed is active. 80 knots. Check. Bravo.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Charlie Foxtrot,
400.
2609, cross runway 12, continue to runway 3 via Charlie, Foxtrot.
1000.
Charlie Foxtrot, 2609.
Flaps 1.
Got 4050, rudder semi. Juliet, current wind 350 and 10, altimeter 3005. Scott 4050, the soonest we can get to airborne is 23 to 26 past the hour.
Yeah, thanks, Scott 40.
Alpha 1. T20 Alpha 3 ground push back to discretion, runway 3.
Alright, Seabo. Let's see what you get.
Ground,
Some heavy clouds out there.
Optic direct C2 cargo. They're seeing a cargo, optic.
Nice. Wow.
2679, runway 3.
Man,
Taxi
it's
Charlie.
thick.
Foxtrot, Fox, runway 8. Hold short, runway 12 at Charlie. Charlie, Foxtrot, clear to Croix, runway 8. Hold short of 12, 2679.
Big time cloud cover. I wonder what it's going to be like coming into St. Croix.
Got us 40-50 push in discretion. Runway 3, stay in the gate.
We are at Bravo 8. Push on discretion.
Got 40-50 watts, check runway 3. American 2434, come to a stop, please. Okay, we're stopping. Delta 444 heavy, follow air flight, attack with Charlie and monitor Charm 126.
Nice climb out, Seabo. That puts us at 10,000.
Monitor tower
15,000 on flight altitude and pressurization panels climbing up nicely. We should have 9.1 on the fuel.
They came to a stop for you. Just take the right turn Bravo. That way,
Right now we're at 9.4. Not much to see down there. Nothing but a white blanket. I'll have to review my video later, see what else I missed aside from those two numbers. See just how rusty I am. The one good thing is, by the time I finish this flight, we'll be that much closer to the interview coming today.
Yes, sir. We're just called the home here for him.
Bit of a headwind today.
American Car 702 heavy instruction taxi now, right Alpha Hold Short taxi with you. Taxi by Alpha Hold Short, please.
So we're at 9.2 right now.
Bravo, American Military, yes.
So fuel is good.
1,000 to go.
We're going to 9.7.
Area 65 to heavy ground, and which that's where you're at? We are on
And we're inbound now.
runway 2 to right, following Embraer 175 off your left. Short taxiway with
Nice ride so far, Seabo. Nice ride. Wow, there is nothing to see out there. There's no water, there's no mountains, no islands, nothing. Nothing but white. What do we got? 65 miles to top a climb, 130 miles to St. Croix. So far, so good. Only issue is with better pushback in the parking brake. Haven't had an opportunity to see if the auto throttle light is working now on the display. But I know that the digits now flash as they do on the MCP, so that's rather nice. Hopefully that'll match my MCP 1 for 1. And then it just leaves this one issue. Just had to talk my wife into getting a motorized throttle quad. This one's just not working right. How about we let the kiddies run around? It's really nice out. And we're not getting bumped around. Oh, looks like it's breaking up a bit here. Either that or we're going to be getting a weather update soon. Here's your weather update. But it's not that bad. Looks like it's clearing up the further we get out of San Juan. You can see some islands now. Alright, we're going to be banging a right turn now.
Southwest 4017 at taxiway Echo, follow the Delta Heavy Ever 330 off the right and monitor time 123.9.
Yeah, Echo monitor the Delta Airbus.
62.2 miles to Croix.
Southwest 4017, I am senior transponder at Echo, you're going to follow the Delta Heavy 330.
Airbus 330.
Ah, you see some ocean. Wow, that blue looks nice. Clouds peeking in between there like that. Beautiful. Can't wait for the improvement in 12. That water is going to look amazing looking down there in 12. With the new clouds and weather program. Oh, yeah. It would be nice if the announcement today is, as soon as we're done with the interview, go get it. I don't think so though, but I hope so. What do we got? 46 miles to top of descent, 110 miles to St. Croix. We just passed now, and we've got 8, and we're looking at 8. Yeah, we're good.
Actively with T1, we're coming out nonstop with Alpha. Step to 81 ground, it's going to be runway 3 Kilo Echo, taxi right Alpha, full short taxi Juliet.
31 left, Kilo Echo, right Alpha.
Right on the money, Seabull.
What's the time for the line?
We are right on the money.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, 702, turn left whiskey, cross only 13 left, going
Still pushing a bit of a headwind.
Step 81 at taxiway Golf pass there in the Delta 737 to left.
At Golf behind Delta 737.
Step 81 Alpha Kilo Echo Main Street.
I'm a Kilo Echo with you, Step 81.
Jump 02 is heavy, continue Charlie Echo, monitor tower 123.9 at 8 Alpha.
I'm Charlie Echo and monitor tower 123.9.
Top of descent and 35 miles. 46 and a half out of St. Croix.
Up to 3473 runway to left Kilo Echo. Start the latest American on your left and taxi to your left throttle. Midway, Delta 4721 left.
Take a look at that.
Delta 347, actually, it's just going to be a left taxiway, Bravo, behind American. That's fine, American. Got it.
Ground Delta Sub 1.
Delta Sub 1, then.
Kilo Golf, Delta Alpha, Delta Sub Bravo.
Delta Sub 1, proceed left on taxiway, Bravo.
Left Bravo, Delta Sub.
Turn 2 tons, proceed via right Alpha, then left Romeo. Right Alpha, left Romeo,
You're going to be using Delta 27.
Set.
Mike Alpha without. Delta 2875, Brown, and runway 30 Kilo Echo, tax will be a left Bravo. Delta 2875. Probably a scope for departure Ranger transition, so rated up to the bottom road.
Scope for Ranger. Ground number 5. Come on, don't put that to the home.
JetBlue 553 Brown, which translation left?
Don't put that 5.
JetBlue 553, runway 22 right, taxi right Alpha, hold short, taxi will drop Alpha.
Right on Alpha.
Been a nice ride, Zebo. Nice ride.
61 Charlie Mike for left with cross runway 13 left, going Charlie.
Left on we 6 clear to cross 13 left and join Charlie and Italia 61 Charlie Mike.
20 miles at top of descent. How about we get the kiddies back in their seats?
JetBlue 81, just continue via Kilo Echo and monitor star 123.9 yesterday.
539 Kilo Echo, tonight.
Delta 347, at taxiway Kilo Echo, you're going to follow the JetBlue from the left, monitor star 123.9.
29 behind JetBlue, Delta 347.
Delta 2875, continue runway to the left at taxiway Kilo Echo, and monitor star 123.9 today.
We're going to be 100 Delta 26.
And let's put in...
Delta
3396. Roger, just make the left turn on Hotel Bravo, left Bravo behind the...
Left on Hotel Bravo, left under Bravo behind.
Let's have a look here.
3396, and then that's right there. The coast is actually going in at Hotel Bravo. You're waiting to come, then make the left turn.
That's it.
Okay, Endeavor 3396. I don't think the touch is going to be able to reach that, but we're holding to this.
So far, we are looking real good.
Delta 1, hold position. 3396, you're able to make the left turn, then join Bravo ahead of the tug.
We are able to do that, Endeavor
3396,
3396.
left turn is approved.
Left turn for Hotel Bravo, left Bravo approved, Endeavor 3396.
37, which taxiway coming out of?
Foxtrot of Alpha,
37, runway 2 to right, taxi to left Bravo.
Big wind shift.
Taxiway at Alpha.
It's going to be nice. That's going to be gone in 12. Those weather updates with that nonsense. It's going to be a thing of a past. And it will not be missed.
61 Charlie Mike.
That's for sure.
And Echo, monitor chart 123.9.
Okay, 5 miles, top of descent.
6130 Mike.
Number 3396, hold short on taxiway, go please.
Hold short of taxiway golf, Endeavor 3396.
Delta Sun 1, continue Hotel Bravo to the right.
That's what I was calling about.
Looks like we're going to have a decent view on the way down.
Bravo, hold short taxiway, go.
go.
937 ground, Roger, runway to right. Taxi will be left on Bravo, hold short taxi as well.
Bravo, sure, Nicole.
37, W37, maybe Echo Croix, runway 31 right. At taxiway to Charlie, you're going to follow your company inbound to the left, monitor tower 123.9.
A little bit of flicker going on in the
Alright,
cloud
we're going
there.
to cross runway Echo and Charlie, give way to company appointment.
And number 3396 behind the Delta 757, can you go up to the ramp?
Looks like we're creeping up
Delta
here.
757, Golf
Let's get some speed brake going. We're going at 270.
Central 937, coming out of taxiway Delta Alpha there.
From Delta Alpha, just let's go.
Delta 937, taxi right Alpha, hold short taxi at Delta Bravo.
Right, I'll shut it off, Bravo.
Here's the airport.
Delta 825, Mike Alpha, short of Alpha.
Out the right window.
25 ground, stand by 14.
Don't see any traffic parked down there though. But it looks like we're gonna have a good view on the way in.
Delta 825, it's going to be a appended route. It's coming runway 3 left at taxiway Kilo Echo, taxi at the right Alpha, and then hold short on taxiway Quebec Bolton.
Right Alpha, short of Quebec for 31, left Kilo Echo, Delta 825.
Number 825 on another good turn
Dead
for
speed.
call 135.05 plus engine. 3505.
Ground up 2154, rated back to the Mike Alpha.
The 2154, take into the Bravo and Mike Alpha to the ramp.
Bravo, Mike Alpha, ramp up 2154.
And lights. Not them
So
no.
825, while you're working on that route, continue via Quebec, turn left November, left Papa, hold short of Bravo, advising you ready to depart on that route.
Alright, Quebec, left November, and say the rest of it.
Yeah, taking a left November, left Papa, and advise when you're ready to go on that
Take
route
that.
to Delta 825.
Left November, left Papa.
Alright, that's 2154 at Mike Alpha, Pan time.
Another wind update.
Mike Alpha, behind the left. Around 2288, our new contact room.
2288, continue via Alpha, Quebec, hold short taxiway Papa Alpha.
Alpha, Quebec, short of Papa for Delta 28.
Yeah, short on taxiway Papa Alpha, please.
Don't need that just yet, but let's check the frequency.
JetBlue 937, taxi via left Delta Bravo, cross runway 13 left, join Charlie short of Echo.
Left Delta Bravo, cross 31 right, and Delta Bravo, and Charlie short Echo,
Okay.
And Alpha 229, continue to Kilo Echo and Tower 1239.
Kilo Echo and over Tower.
Good night.
Yes, sir, we're trying to figure out if it's Hotel Bravo or Hotel.
No, just hold short of Hotel Bravo, get rid of the
I
outbound
want to see if
engine.
I can fly this. Zebo had a problem the other day. I want to see if I can do it here.
Number 5542 behind Alaska, taxi left Bravo, short of Fox's Delta on Bravo, waits for you.
Get that speed down.
Norwegian Tug, you got, how do you go?
Yeah, currently I'm building 23 requesting for November entry.
You got Quebec right now? You at Sierra right now?
Building 23. Alright, Norwegian Tug, join, did you put him to get there?
See, it's already got me making the turn on the map already, and yet in here we're not set up yet.
Norwegian Tug, proceed Romeo and Bravo.
Good eye, Romeo Bravo, Norwegian Tug.
Let's get that up. And give me flaps 1.
Spirit 14, too heavy, cross running 13 left whiskey, then taxi via Charlie and Echo.
Cross 13 at Whiskey, then Charlie, Echo, speed 140 kilo heavy.
A little late on that turn.
Delta 608, cross 13 left whiskey, Charlie and Echo to follow
Flaps 5.
there ahead of you.
Okay, Whiskey, cross 13 left, Charlie, Echo, and I'm sorry, which aircraft am I waiting for?
See if I can make that up.
See a British 777 ahead of you, you're going to follow.
I'm going to follow that 777, thank you, sir, Delta 608. Ground up to 790, ramp up to Lieutenant Golf once the aircraft Golf comes out.
Okay, then Delta 9, Bravo short of Golf then.
Bravo short Golf up to 790. Bravo, you're being
Say again?
you're being 2-3, heavy, I need to detect check that gate, sir.
Alright, Virginian 2-3, Quebec, I understand you need to return to the gate. At your side position?
Jordanian, we're at Fox Bravo, actually.
Yes, I know, hold position.
Alright, hold in position.
Brahma Foxtrot 008, Pakistan 3, now you can continue to the gate.
Virginian 2-3, ready to make the right turn here at Echo. Cross 13 left, then at Echo Alpha, join Alpha.
Copy, sir, turn right on Echo, cross 13 left, and Alpha, join Alpha, Jordanian 2-3, come in.
And we're coming back for 9-7.
And Air France 8 heavy, taxi to ramp.
To the ramp, Passenger 08.
So far, Zebo's handling beautifully.
France 40, 81.
I was a little late on that initial turn, but that's all me. She's been handling real nice. Throttles are coming up like they should. Beautiful.
Continue via Charlie and Echo, tower now 1239, good night.
Charlie, Echo, 1239, speed 14 kilo heavy.
Beautiful ride, Zebo. Beautiful, beautiful ride.
And up 608, the heavy British ahead will be your sequence. Cross the jet blast 1239, good night.
139, thank you, 608, good night, sir.
And Jordanian 2-3 Quebec Heavy at Echo Alpha, join Alpha to the ramp.
Echo Alpha, to the ramp.
Endeavor 5542 at Echo Alpha, continue straight ahead, Echo, but at Echo Alpha, give way to the opposite direction traffic, then cross 31 right.
Alright, so Echo Alpha, and then way up the direction of traffic, and then cross 31 right.
Can't wait to see the water in 12 from this view.
Delta,
Yeah.
21 will be your sequence.
Alright, so
We got a short taxi in, so let's pump that puppy up right now. There you go. We've got the airport and the runway inside.
Emirates 5, we're going to make it back to Super, Roger. It's going to be runway
Alright, let's slow down and enjoy the view, shall we?
Get rid of Jordanian from the west, putting taxi left
In
Alpha,
there.
hold short Delta Bravo.
give her to Jordanian, then taxi Alpha, hold short Delta Bravo, Emirates 5, Quebec. Approaching Delta Bravo, Alpha, 4081 Super.
Sorry, last second.
Alpha, 4081 Super, approaching Delta Bravo.
Air France 4081 Super, cross 13 left Delta Bravo, hold short of Charlie.
Okay, we cross
Flaps 15.
13 left from Delta Bravo on the hold short Charlie, Alpha, 4081 Super. Ground Delta 26.
lights, engine start, select the CPIS panel, has terrain on it, attendants have been notified, speed brake is on, landing gear is down, 3 greens, and flaps are set for landing. Oh, we just got a weather update. We just got a weather update. Gonna be nice we get rid of that from now on. A little hazy out too.
American 951 Heavy, the TJSJ taxi right Alpha, hold short of.
Ground JetBlue 1723, switch coming out Delta Alpha with Bravo.
JetBlue 1723, runway, the Kilo Echo, hold short, right Alpha, hold short, Delta Bravo.
Alright, right on Alpha, short of Delta Bravo for 31 left to Kilo Echo, JetBlue 1723.
Norwegian Tug.
Norwegian Tug.
Yes, give way to the Delta 717, that's on Cat A. Then keep it to the left.
Give way to Cat A,
No, give way to the Delta behind Cat A.
You can really feel the winds pushing this bird around. Weather doesn't seem to be getting any better as we're getting closer. Better get this bird on the ground soon. We're losing the weather.
And Delta 790 taxi to the ramp.
Delta 790, good night.
2500.
Runway correct, Super, continue Alpha, make the right turn, Echo Alpha, then cross runway 31 right at Echo.
Alpha, Echo Alpha, cross the ground, right at Echo, Emirates, photograph to back.
Emirates 5, runway correct, Super, as you cross me, 39 the airframe to the Super, will be a sequence behind the airframe Super, cross the jet left, and 123.9.
One cross, 31 right, follow airframe, 123.9, Emirates, photograph to back.
Really getting pushed around.
American 177, you said out of where?
Charlie.
American 177, stand by. Cathay 46 Heavy is your entry, Tango Alpha.
Access Cathay 46.
American 177 on a 228 Farley Delta 717 from the left, hold short Victor for now.
Okay, follow the Delta 717, short of Victor, American 177. Kilo 71, Whiskey Alpha, Orchard Alpha, with Bravo.
Kilo 71, you out of where?
We're holding toward Alpha to Whiskey Alpha.
Kilo 71, on a 2 right taxi, right Alpha, hold short Delta.
Right Alpha, hold short Delta, Victor 71. GPS 1125, pushing Bravo.
GPS 1125.
So I got the VASI lights, I've got 2 white, 2 red, yet this has us way off. I'm not even picking up the ILS here. How about if you tune it in there, Johnny? Man, you are slipping. And how about we bring that up?
American 951 Heavy, look for new data.
You're getting old, you forget too many things.
American 951 Heavy, look for new data.
American 951,
Man, we are really getting pushed around. I guess we can put that back on.
Yeah, Delta 22, Alpha, Delta
2288, the alley's blocked for this pole position.
Hold it.
It was a smooth ride up into this approach. These last couple of weather updates. Woo! They have been something fierce.
You mind? Thank you, stand by.
1,000.
Yes. That's fine, make a request. Yeah, Hotel Bravo, Tug 5, right after. Right after.
Approaching 10.
Number 34 for the, I guess your Hotel Bravo. Just go down to Hotel, please. Left Hotel, left Alpha to the ramp.
500.
Hotel, left Alpha to the ramp, 34 for the. Number 3281, left Juliet, left Bravo, and I'm Bravo, hold short of
400. Approaching decision height.
Number 3281, on you, second radio, go to Clarence New Airways, please. Number 3281, second radio, go to
300.
Landing.
200. 100.
Delta Tug, CBAP, traffic's moving now.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to St. Croix.
American Heavy 77 off your left here, cross 181 for your left for a teacher right departure. Roger, following American, the crossing 1 left right departure.
Test. TA.
Ground 2989 at Delta short operate taxi with Bravo. Blue 2989, you said you're at a Delta. Alright, taxi right Alpha, hold Delta Alpha. Right Alpha, short of Delta Alpha, JetBlue 2989. Juliet now? Alpha short of Juliet, JetBlue 1746. And American 951 Heavy, continue to Charlie, Echo, Tower 123.9, a Super 380 at the runway. Will be your sequences already there, and 1239, good night. Charlie, Echo to the runway behind us, 380 and 339.
I think that's our spot right there.
And American 951 Heavy, continue to Charlie, Echo, Tower 123.9, a Super 380 at the runway. Will be your sequences already there, and 1239, good night. Charlie, Echo to the runway behind us, 380 and 339. Going 7 Whiskey Mike Heavy behind American 123.9, good night. And American 123.9, good night. UPS 1125, taxi Bravo. And UPS 1125, looks like gonna get New Airways, so continue Sierra and just hold short of Bravo for now. Sure, hold short Bravo, UPS 1125.
I do believe that's a wrap. Welcome to St. Croix. We've got ground power. And we've got ground air. Don't need you anymore. And you're going to stand by.
Endeavor 34 feet. Okay, if you clear the taxi ramp then.
Chocks are in position.
We're cleared into Hotel Bravo. Just wanted to make left here into the ramp. Back to the ramp, please.
And the doors are open. I think that's a wrap. I'll catch you on the next run. This was a good one.
Ground up 2949, Lima Alpha, short Alpha, Bravo. Get to 2949, runway 3 left Kilo Echo, taxi left Bravo, hold short of Kilo Echo and stay with me. Left Bravo, short of Kilo Echo with you, Delta 2949.